What's up, y'all? What's up? It's a late night edition of Carter's Life, just coming back from the studio. I want to say something. When I was sitting there talking to my boys LJ and RJ, I was speaking to them, and a conversation sparked up about being happy. And I want to tell y'all something. I don't know, like, you ever see somebody who's happy? They're just happy, right? They're happy, but they don't know why. They're just happy. I told them I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be a person that's just happy for no reason. I don't want to be that person. There's nothing wrong with being happy. I just don't want to be happy like that. I want to be able to explain why I'm happy or who's making me happy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like, so it came up that I changed. Like they were like, yo, you changed, you're different now. I'm gonna explain I'm not different, y'all. I'm the same person I always been. I just matured. I just matured into a person who had to actually take accountability for his actions that he's done. And once you take accountability for what you've done in your life, you can be at peace. And that is what brought me happiness. Knowing that, I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect by a long shot. But what makes me happy is knowing that now that I've taken accountability for my actions, that I can be in a peaceful place. A lot of people wake up and they're just up. They go to work, they do the same routine every single day. Every single day, they do the same routine every day, right? And that's good for them. Like, they don't need nothing else to interruptions or nothing like that, right? But if something interrupts it, they don't even know how to handle it because of the fact that they do the same thing every single day like a robot, right? So for me, because I had bad habits for so long, I had to like, literally, you gotta lose everything in order to be like, okay, now what? You don't piece everything back together. You fix yourself. You sit down and you have a one-on-one with you and your God, and you say, okay, I don't want to be this person anymore. I want to be me, but I don't want to have these habits. And then that's it. In the moment you come to realization of that, then you can then piece it together like, okay, now God placed this in my life. God put this person in my life. Put these kind of people around me. Like, you don't even gotta tell God. He already knows your heart, right? So when I see people tell me that I've changed, like, I was a wild boy. You know what I'm saying? I didn't change as a person. I just changed my habits. Like, I got comfortable being, and I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, I got comfortable being Carter the Boss. I got comfortable being who he was, which was a superstar type individual, and I wasn't comfortable with just being me, right? So now that I'm comfortable being me, it was a change. I'll tell y'all, it was definitely a change, because at some point you just be like, dang, dog, I'm just comfortable being me. That's it. But you have to be prepared to understand that once you stop trying to impress the world and you're just okay with just being you, that's good enough. That's good enough. And a lot of people looked at me and say, dog, man, like, while I'm sitting there, my friends are like, you don't look so stressed anymore. You look like, and I'm going to tell you, it's hard being yourself, like the person you want to be, and the person that the world expects you to be. It's hard being both. You can't be both, right? It's just nah. So when you finally break down the narrative of I'm good just being me, right? I'm good with just being me. That's good enough for you. When I sat there and I was like, man, I don't want nobody to ever say that I'm never me. I lost a lot, but I gained so much more. Like I told this story before of a lady who I went to church, and it's probably the greatest blessing that I've ever had. Like I went to church, I had just prayed to God, and the prayer that I had prayed to God, he sent a lady to come tell me my prayer that I just prayed to him, not even like 2-3 seconds earlier. And I'm going to tell you something. From that moment on, I was at peace because God sent his disciple to speak to me. And when that happened, it changed me, y'all. Like it really, really changed me. Like a lot of people don't know what I've been through. But for at least 30 seconds, somebody cared. Somebody cared for 30 seconds. Somebody really cared enough to come and tell me what I just prayed to God. You can't beat that. Because God will never give you more than you can handle. Nobody ever knew how sad I was in my life because I never expressed it. The depression I was going through, I went through that by myself because I never expressed it. Because as a man, I'm taught that I'm not supposed to cry, show emotion, or any of that. So when I would just do stuff, I would just do it, not knowing that it was just me lashing out. Somebody say, man, Carter, man, you can have anybody you want, anybody. And I told him, just tonight, I told him, I don't want anybody. I want a somebody. There's a difference. I done already did the anybody route. Now, I want the somebody route. And they looked at me, they were like, I can dig it. I feel the vibe on that. There's the difference. When you outgrow the club, you outgrow music, doing shows, you outgrow having 30, 40 people around you at a time, drinking and partying. You outgrow that at some point. And then you just want stability. Where a lot of people are like, why would you want that? I'd rather sit home than roam the streets. This is the latest I've been out in months. Because normally 9 o'clock, I'm asleep. I'd rather be the person that's laying down with my significant other and watching TV, a movie, and just fall asleep. And that person tap me and say, hey, come on. That's the type of person I am. I'll take that over anything else in the world. And I realize there's people around me that I had to get from around me that didn't feel that way. They still wanted to go out and do stuff that I'm just like, there's no end to that. So we have to understand that we battle the demons that are within inside us, not the ones that people create for us. I just want y'all to know that all is well. and we can get through anything if we put God first and we just want to smile and be happy for a reason. Carter's Life.